Dirt Everyday Extras go live every weekday on MotorTrend On Demand, and you can see them all with a free 30-day trial at MotorTrendOnDemand.com. Here's an example of an episode you missed last week. This Dirt Everyday Extra, I'm going to give you the inside scoop on an upcoming project for Dirt Everyday. You guys do remember the red Willys Wagon? I found this in a garage. It had been sitting since like 1970 something, and it had been sitting with a blown engine, parked in a garage down in LA. I drug it home and we decided to repower it. So what we did was we used a LS engine. Everybody hates LS engines, but they are super simple. They're great to work with. They're not that hard to install. This is an LS 4.8 liter V8. I worked with the guys at Tilden Motorsports to get this engine. It's a used truck engine. And then I went to Advanced Adapters and we swapped it in. We put a new radiator in, we cut out the firewall, we plumbed to the fuel tank, and we bolted it up to all the stock drivetrain. Now, that is where it ended. It sat, the engine runs good, but we had to cut this giant hole out in the firewall to make it fit. And we also adapted it to the stock T90 transmission, Spicer 18 transfer case going to the stock axles front and rear. It doesn't have power steering, it doesn't have air conditioning, it doesn't have power brakes, it doesn't have disc brakes. Basically, it's an old 1960s Willys Wagon with a late model engine in it. And it was great. Actually, it wasn't great. It was fine. It was fine. It got around, but recently when I was trying to pull it into the shop, I had zero brakes. The brakes had leaked out completely, and I ran into another vehicle, and I was like, this is dumb. I have this cool Jeep, I have this cool engine, but I can't really do anything with it. So we've decided to bring this back. I'm gonna repower it. In fact, I'm gonna completely redo the whole thing. This engine is coming out, the 4.8 liter, though it's a great engine, this is a little bit more than what I want in here. So I'm gonna put a straight six Jeep 4 liter in it. I'm gonna redo the entire suspension. In fact, I'm gonna redo the entire frame. So I've picked up another project. It's another Jeep Wrangler. I'm gonna show you that on a future Dirt Everyday Extra. And what we're gonna do is do a complete body swap. Take this body off, clean up the firewall, repair everything, and drop it onto a Wrangler frame. The frame is going to have to be modified to fit the wheelbase, but basically I want the Willys Wagon to be able to be something you could get in and drive on a family vacation. It's still not going to be a brand new Grand Cherokee, but it will run down the road safely. It'll have good brakes, so it should stop. Power steering, so it's easy to drive. Anybody can drive it. Probably keeping a manual transmission just because I like manuals, but you never know. Maybe by the time we get to that point, it will get an automatic. I want it to be safe, easy, fun to drive, something that anybody could get in, turn the wheel, turn the key, then turn the wheel, and go on an adventure. It's not going to be a monster truck. It's not getting 54-inch tall tires. It'll probably keep these little BFGs, but it should look very similar to what it is, but hidden underneath that cool old iron body will be later model drivetrain. Tune into the future Dirt Everyday Extra when I show you the vehicle that we are going to put underneath this, and then tune into a future Dirt Everyday where I actually show you the whole project. Dave's going to come up here, we are going to do this project, and then we're going to go find an adventure. If you need more Dirt Everyday Extra, go sign up for a 30-day free trial right now.